This is my project, Integrating Art and Technology by Christine Ramker. The purpose of this online learning and instructional support website is to give teachers resources to help teach visual arts in the classroom using technology and to give students an e-learning environment where they can learn about art and art genres. The objectives for students come specifically out of the 6th grade Fine Arts core curriculum for the state of Utah. I would like to make them more uniform because these are objectives that are cross grade level and I need to write them that way. That's one of the challenges, make them more universal. Objectives for teachers. Choose appropriate lessons that correspond to modules that students have completed. Implement the lessons in their classroom after students have completed the online learning modules, and integrate technology in the lessons chosen off the website. I hope to also have discussion questions for teachers to implement in the classroom. This flowchart shows the relationship among instructional units. I thought it most appropriate because the modules are independent of themselves, though all still related to art genres, and each module has corresponding teacher lessons. I'm hoping for 2 lessons and then discussion questions to help engage students in the classroom. One of the obstacles to the goals and objectives is that the objectives for teachers are dependent on them making the conscious choice to use the lessons in their classroom. An important part of getting them to do that will be how effective the student modules are at meeting the student objectives and how closely they relate to the lessons the teachers can implement in their own classes. Another obstacle will be making the website available through UEN and Arts Edge to teachers and students. A constraint to the goals and objectives will definitely be the motivation of the students. As with any self-guided instructional tool or module, this will require a higher level of motivation on the part of the learner. Another constraint will be the amount of time available to students and teachers in a computer lab or time with a mobile lab of laptops. Students and teachers will also need access to computers, digital cameras, software comparable to KidsPix, Inspiration, Kidspiration, and Photo Booth. Another obstacle that arises with my project is that it will be designed for an asynchronous environment with a teacher possibly present to scaffold and supervise behavior while students are online. Therefore, the design process will be much more rigorous due to the fact that no one will be present with the learner in an asynchronous delivery to help guide learners through any design problems that may arise. I think the project really addresses an important issue in traditional classrooms. When presented with art in a whole group or even small group setting, it is far too easy for students to withdraw to their own thoughts and opinions in the silent void of their head, instead of sharing ideas, illusions, connections, and ideas about the piece of artwork. They may not be comfortable sharing something intimate. Every student can succeed at looking at art. It does not take a rocket scientist to look at a picture and say it is red, or the painter didn't really do a good job, etc. Almost every teacher has encountered a student or 5 that has trouble articulating their thoughts in a group. They don't raise their hand. When someone else speaks, they check out mentally, or they believe their answer is dumb. Asynchronous, independent, self-guided e-learning environments and modules don't give the students the option to not participate, and on the contrary, I truly believe this kind of module and setting will allow all students to become expressive and verbal in their writing, speaking, and thoughts, whether concerning art or other subjects. As you all know, I really struggled with this section of the presentation. Is it classroom-based? Is it product-based? Is it system-oriented design? Picking an instructional model and really relating it to the project this early, I feel like I need guidance on how to do this, but I tried my best. First, I started with a model that was more product-oriented, and then I moved to tried and true Dick and Carey model, and it made a lot more sense in relating to how I plan to design my project. So the rationale between going back to Dick and Carey's model was that there's an assumption that an instructional product is needed. There's an emphasis on tryout and revision phases of my project. Large amount of instruction for a whole course or section of the curriculum will be developed. Substantial resources are already available to help support development of my own project. This project takes into account original or existing resources and technological sophistication of the delivery system. I'm using front-end analysis. Tryout and revision is definitely integral to my project, and I want to reach a large amount of users and serve a wide environment and user base. And so that's about it, I think. Ta-da! So go ahead and give me my feedback now. You can talk about me while I'm not there. I won't mind. While you're watching this, I'm enjoying the sunshine and 70-degree weather in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I miss all of you. Can't wait for the feedback on my Facebook page.